making a tier list. I already made a tier list. Made some mistakes. Guessed some things right. I've learned from my mistakes from playing the game a lot more. I'm in eternity. One above all. Won a bunch of games. And based on that opinion of me playing as the best of the best, and with the best, I'm making this tier list that is 100% factually correct. I know a lot of people are going to send me death threats, but I'm okay with that. I'm ready to take that risk. So, the most important part is that in Marvel Rivals, I feel like you can win on any character. I think you can get to your turn 2 on any character. There's no character you pick that you cannot win on and climb. I've seen everything. I've seen Iron Fist players. I've seen Scarlet Witch players. I've seen Black Widow players in Eternity. Anything goes. That doesn't mean that every character is really good in every situation. That even though the characters aren't good, you can still one-trick them and get flamed a lot, but you can't one-trick them. Rename the tiers because I don't think like S, A, B, C, D, F is really good representation of things. So it's meta, very strong. So meta is like characters you always pick or always get banned. Very strong is like characters that are always good, basically. Decent are characters that work sometimes depending on characters your team has, what team up they have. Mediocre is like whatever. I would rather have a meta character, but I don't care if I have a mediocre character. Noob Stomper are characters that are really bad in high elo, but a lot better in lower elos. And then bad are just characters you don't want to play. Adam is a character, a support character that I don't really like, but it can work depending on your team. If you have Star-Lord, Mantis, and Adam on defense, plus a Loki, so it's triple support, it's actually really strong and really hard to kill anything. Or even a Rocket Racoon, because you have so many reses on defense, it's like so annoying. On attack though, kind of ass. On control points maps, kind of ass. I think I would put him mediocre because I just don't like him. Next up, we have Black Panther. I think he's really good. I think he's really strong. I think he can just clean up a lobby if he's really good. I think he can clean up lower tier characters, lower tier elos really quickly. Bronzes, silvers, you just go in, nobody kills you. He's good in every elo. He's really hard to play though, but he's good. I think he's really good. He can hold the lobby hostage if he's good. He has a lot of mobility, a lot of kill potential. His ultimate, I think is really good because he goes through shields and stuff. If your Panther is good, you damage boost him. He goes in, he dives in, gets out, farms his ult, kills everyone. Really annoying. I think a lot of people play support and a lot of people know that when you play support against a good Panther, you just get rolled every fight. I think I'm going to put him on very strong. I think he's quite meta because he can just get sniped. And he is annoying in high elo as well as low elo. So I'm putting him on very strong. And then we have Black Widow, which I just think is a bad character. I just think she's bad either. I think she's horrible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's bad. Thank you, Sardust, Alien Shrimp, and Blue. Yeah, I don't think she's good. I think, again, you can get value on her, but her ult sucks. She can't one-shot. She doesn't have much escape other than just running around the map. Every other sniper just does way better than her. So I think she's really not good. I haven't ever seen a Black Widow in my lobbies that actually gets kills and pops off. Because Hawkeye one-shots, Hela two-shots across the map. Black Widow two-shots, but she needs to charge up. Hela can just spam them out. It's not good. And her ult, I know what the hell is going on with her ult. Her ultimate just like slows people. You can't even one-shot and you just charge it up for an hour. So L character, don't play this character. This character is so bad right now. I have 200 hours in the game. I haven't seen her almost ever, okay? But you can win games. You are gonna win more games playing Hawkeye. So I'm gonna put her bad tier. I think he's by far the worst character right now. Hulk smash. I think Hulk is really good. I think he's like meta, bro. I think he's like meta because I think his team ups go crazy. His team up with Iron Man is crazy. Iron Man's Strange Hulk is crazy, and you need Hulk to do that. Hulk has the highest win rate in the game. I don't know if it's every character or every tank. He has so much agency in his games. You can do so many things with him. He's infinitely better than Venom. His ult can two-shot squishies. It's actually a really good character that a lot of new players don't understand how to play. That's why I'm making a guide. His bubble gives him ult charge. He has 2 lives, which is always strong. He has no cooldown on his jump, so he can keep jumping around the map. He can grab walls, which isn't that important, but you can. The exile is really good. With exile, you can make people C9, because when you're exiled, you're not really in the game, and you can set up for kills. So if you exile somebody who's trying to touch point, boom, C9. You can grab people off the air. He has so many tools. Like, the worst thing he has is his grab attack when he double ults. That's the only thing that's really bad. Outside of that, I think a good Hulk player will carry your games, especially if you guys have a brain, right? So I think if you don't focus him, I think he would just ruin you. And I've played him a lot. So I think crazy theory here, but I think Hulk is meta. I said it. I think Hulk is meta. I think he's really good. I think he's like the best tank ever. Next up, we have Captain America. What do you think about Captain America, guys? Seen a few captains, but I haven't seen him anymore. I haven't seen him. I think he's a noob stomper because you can't stomp noobs with him. You can't kill anything. I haven't actually seen Captain America's in a while. And every time I see them, they kind of swap off. His ult is really good, though. His ultimate is quite literally a second support ult. He has okay synergy with Thor, who's decent or good. He's not a noob stomper. I think he's like on the same team as Adam, like the same tier as Adam Warlock. I don't mind him on my team, but I'd much rather have a Hulk or a Strange. He's like a little fly, you know? He just keeps running around the map, does nothing, kills nothing, just runs around, never dies. It's kind of funny watching him. Like a good Captain America just keeps running around the map, never dies. If you do nothing and your teammates do nothing, then nothing happens. So you kind of rely on your teammates doing something most of the time. So I don't like Captain America. I don't think he's that good. His shield is really small compared to what it's supposed to do. You can't shield in the air. Is a really funny thing you can do with him, where you can animation cancel his melee and do a lot of damage. I haven't tried that. Maybe I'll try it today. But outside of that, I don't think he's that good. His ult is good. His ult is really good. I think his ult is like his saving grace. I think everything else kind of sucks. I kind of wish they would increase his shield size so it's easier to parry stuff, because his deflect mechanic is really cool. It's so hard to pull it off though because of how small your shield is, and you can't shield in the air. It's really easy to dodge his shield, and there's a cooldown on his shield as well. It's a really clunky character. I think they should buff him for sure. Cloak and Dagger is next up. Cloak and Dagger, I think, is probably... last time I put her S tier. I think she's very strong now. I've changed my opinion on her. I think she's really good. I think she's underutilized. I think she can get a lot of value, especially if Luna is banned in the team. Her ultimate makes everybody immortal, basically. She has a Suzu. I think people just don't know how to play her. She has a Discord orb, so when she throws out the dark wall, when she throws that out and hits an enemy, the enemy takes more damage. She has multiple abilities. She has a lot of healing potential. She has a Scarlet Witch mouse one attack that does more damage than Scarlet Witch. I think it's a really well-designed character. Really fun. Really hard, maybe. I haven't really played her, but really good. I think with some buffs or some nerfs, like if Luna gets nerfed, I think Luna just gets replaced by Cloak and Dagger, because Luna ult is ridiculous, 12 seconds. I think she's really good. You can always play her. I think you can always get value on her, and I think she's a really strong character that also can get a lot of kills. Next up, we have Strange, the Strange Goat. I'm gonna put him S tier. He's gonna go S tier. Strange is either banned every game or always played. I think the only situations where you struggle on Strange are quite literally if the enemy team plays triple DPS with a Wolverine, or like the map doesn't favor you. But I think most of the time, 90% of the time, especially in lower elos, Strange is always good. He has a lot of burst potential just to kill the squishies. His ult is crazy good. If you hit his ult, it's a free team fight win, especially if you play correctly and you charge up your E. His portal can carry a lot of games and help you push through chokes really easily. Your shield can block most abilities. He has no cooldown on the shield. He has a fly. I don't think many tanks have a way to, you know, fly up. So that's one of the things why he's a lot better than Mag, is because Mag doesn't have a way to go up in the air except ult. And Strange can, and that helps you contest in high ground. So I think he's really good. Not to mention that his team up with Hulk is crazy. Like having a Hulk, Strange, Iron Man is a free win. If you triple stack a Hulk, Strange, and Iron Man, I think you win every game if all three of you know how to play the game. So it's just compared with Hulk and with Strange, I think you just win the game straight up. Plus, he's insanely good with Mag, because then you have the double shield composition. So you have 2 shields and nothing ever dies, which reminds me of Overwatch back in the day. But it's still good in this game as well. Next up, we have Groot. I think Groot is really strong. Groot. I think Groot. He is Groot. I think Groot is really fun. He's really strong. His walls do damage. His other wall heals. On defense, on like hybrid maps, if he puts his walls on the choke and he knows how to play, you all die instantly. Please shoot his walls, because they are absolutely annoying. They do a lot of damage. Shoot them walls. His ult is actually insanely good, and you can kill people through the ult. If they Mantis ult or Luna ult, you can Groot ult and come with another ultimate, and then you just kill the entire team. Especially if you put some walls around your ult, you instantly kill everyone, basically. You do so much damage. So his ult is insane. His walls are insane. He is very tanky. He does a lot of damage. Like if you hit your mouse one on a flanker, that's a lot of damage. And if you're smart about it, you can do a lot of insane plays. And I think he's really good both in high rank, and I think he's insanely good in lower ranks. Plus, he's really good against snipers like Hawkeye, because Hawkeye cannot charge up his shot on the walls. So, very tanky character and can survive a lot, and is very good, and his ultimate is low-key one of the best ults in the game, because it's really hard to miss it. I think he's a really good character, and I think you can pop off a lot on him. I think he's really good. I think Groot just works with every tank as well. I think you can play Groot Strange, you can play Groot Mag, you can play a lot, but I think it's a good guy. We love Groot. I am Groot. Awakened Walls. So I don't know if you know this, but the reason why you shoot the walls is because if you do damage to a character next to the walls do like 10 million damage per second. So please kill the walls. Otherwise, your tanks die instantly. Yep. Okay, don't shoot the walls, guys. Just lose the game and blame your healers. Next up, we have Hawkeye. Easily meta. This character is so strong. I don't even need to say why it's strong. It deals 360 damage. Headshot, max charge. It has 384 damage max in the head, which is insane. There's nothing funnier than me running around on Hulk and dying out of nowhere. His ult is really good. It's not the best, but it's decent. I think it's just the strongest thing is that he can boop people to dive him. He can one-shot people across the map. He has no fall-off. He can two-shot or three-shot tanks. He's absolutely scary if damage boosted and pocketed. He has a bunch of other mechanics that nobody uses just because his mouse one is so broken. Did you guys know that he has a mouse, like, he has a second weapon? He has explosive arrows. Nobody uses that. Nobody uses that because it's so bad. Why would you do that when you can just one-shot people? And you can parry stuff with your melee that nobody uses either. It's so hard to do. So you just shoot people across the map and win the game. If you don't put Iron Fist in meta, you're delusional. I was like the worst character in the game, bro. I'm a noob stomper. I'm gonna say it outright. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it. Anyone that thinks that Iron Fist is a good character is so out of their mind delusional. Yeah, you can get to eternity on Iron Fist. I get it. He's terrible. Even Necros refuses to play the character, and he's delusional. Hela, my goat. S tier. Next, Iron Man. I think Iron Man is really good. I think Iron Man is really good. I thought he's really bad. I think he's really, really good, especially with the Hulk one. With Gamma team up, he does so much. And I think the only reason why he is bad is Hawkeye and Hela. But in higher elo games, in like Eternity and One Above All, usually what happens is that everybody bans Hawkeye and Hela. So if those characters are banned and you have a Hulk team up, I think Iron Man just kills everyone. Like, especially if you have both Strange and Hulk and Iron Man, it's a crazy combo. And if Hela and Hawkeye can't play the game, I think Iron Man is just free. And his ult is really good purely because you can one-shot squishies and you can one-shot through really oppressive ultimates like Luna and like Mantis. So I won't put him on very strong because I think it's hard to play this character well. And it's really easy to get countered, especially if your supports don't heal you. But I think if you're a really good Iron Man player and if you have a good Hulk player with you and you duo queue, I think you're gonna pub stomp. The only reason why I put him on decent is because of Hawkeye and Hela. I think if Hawkeye and Hela get nerfed, I think this character might easily be S tier. Yeah, next up we have Jeff. I don't think Jeff is good. I think Jeff could be good sometimes. The issue with Jeff is that he's a heal bot and he's really good at heal bot. And he's really hard to kill if he's really good. But it doesn't matter if it's hard to kill. It doesn't matter because you can't really do much about it. I think in lower elos, he's really good. First, because nobody knows that you can block his ultimate with bubbles. Nobody plays split. Everybody stacks up. It's super easy to get a big ult and throw them off the map. It's super easy in high elo as well. Don't get me wrong. But once people know they're playing against a good Jeff, people will position differently. I have lost a few games to a good Jeff player throwing us off the map. It's super hard sometimes to kill him when he's underground. He dies instantly to mines, mind you. I think if you play Peni and you decide, oh, Jeff is gonna ult us, I'm gonna stack up mines, I'm gonna place a nest, and nobody breaks the nest, you die instantly. It's really funny to watch. The higher you get, the more useless Jeff becomes. But he is just so impossible to hit, even in high elo. Plus, his bubbles actually CC. You can cancel Thor ult with his bubble. Did you know that? That's a really fun fact. But I just think in a more competitive environment, it's not that good. I think he's really good against multiple tanks though, because you can eat them all up and throw them out the map. Next up, we have Luna Snow. S tier, 12 seconds immortality, insane heal output, can do damage, has a stun, farms her ult super fast, insane team ups with Namor, insane team ups all around. Who else does she team up with? She gives Jeff a buff. which honestly isn't that bad. But the Namor team up is really good. She teams up with Moon Knight, right? No, with Iron Fist. But you don't play it for the team ups. You purely play it because she just makes everyone immortal for 12 seconds. Plus, she cannot be CC'd. This character is super strong. Loki. I think Loki is really good. I think he's decent. I don't think he's very strong, but I think he's good. I think it's really hard to play Loki. And it really depends on what your team plays. His rune is really OP. It can counter so many ultimates. So I think a good Loki player can get a lot of value in this character. But I think most people are really bad at Loki. And I think he's really good on some defense maps because you can just set up everywhere and just clean up. If you put your clones on high grounds, they're so tanky for some reason. It takes 90 minutes to actually clean up one clone, and by the time you do that, he just places another one. His ult is insane, so if you have a Luna and a Loki, a Luna ults, 12 seconds immortality, Loki clones, 12 seconds immortality. Luna is farming her ult. Meanwhile, she's already at 50%. I would put him on a very strong. Magik. I don't think she's that good, I'll be honest with you. I think she's worse than Panther. I'll put her decent. I think she's better than Captain America. I think she's that crazy. She can get a lot of value, and she can be really annoying. But if the enemy team has Namor with Luna Snow team up, it's really annoying. If the enemy team has like a Hela or something, it's annoying. Hawkeye just clicks your head. She can be really annoying. She is really good in a lot of ranks, but not that good. And she feels really clunky. I think they nerfed her. I feel like she would feel a lot better if her dash, like where she becomes immortal, didn't feel so clunky. It feels like she is playing at a lower FPS than everybody else. But I think she can be good. Mantis. S tier. Damage boost. Headshot people across the map. Ultimate 6 seconds of immortality. Absolutely annoying ass character. Destroys me half the time by sleeping me. The sleep doesn't even need to hit the target. You can just sleep next to the target. 8-second damage boost. Her ultimate, you just press Q, don't die, and you run it down the backline and kill everyone. Her healing lacks, but you don't play her for the heals. You play her as another DPS character. She has a good team up with Adam Warlock. So, good character. Meta. Easily. Always play her. Always win games. Next up, we have Moon Knight. The Moon. I think he's very strong. I think he's very strong. I don't see him that often. I think he's decent. I wouldn't say he's very strong. I think he's decent. I think if you break the Ankh, he doesn't do much. I think his ult is like really good combo. He's really easy to dive. He's really really good when you don't break the Ankh. He's really good against Loki clones. He's really good when you fight against, what was it? So clones are really bad against him. He's good against tanks for sure. But I don't see him that often, and I never see him banned. And I think that should probably mean that he isn't that insane, otherwise everybody would abuse him. His ult does a lot of damage, but it's kind of easy to dodge. His ult is really good if you combo it. Yeah, insane ult. I think he's decent. Namor. Namor is really fucking good, by the way. Namor is I always see Namor in my games. He's so good. He's so good against like half the characters. Especially with Luna Snow team up. You play Namor. Black Panther, countered. Hulk getting countered. Magik getting countered. Iron Fist getting countered. Spider-Man getting countered. Venom getting countered. Wolverine getting countered. Flyers getting countered because they just shoot you across the map. I tried playing Storm against this guy. I was across the map. His turrets are hitting me. Nobody heals me because nobody can get to me. Super annoying. He keeps shooting left clicks. Doesn't have to reload. Insane spam. His ult, he just throws out. If he gets somebody stunned, they die. If you hit them in the center, they die. He's so fucking strong. You can combo with Groot. You can just chuck things out. You can put them with those. And he has an immortality ability. He seems really weak, but he's so good. Like, he is so good. But it looks so bad half the time. It is so good, though. Peni Parker. Now, see, I would put Peni Parker on mediocre. But I don't want to put Peni in the same tier as Captain America. Because Captain America has no use. Peni does have uses. So I'm putting him in decent. Because Peni counters dive. Sounds funny, but Peni ult counters Jeff ult. Because they just die to the mines. Stun is only on a 3-second cooldown. So if a Hulk dives you, you keep stunning him. You stun flankers. If the enemy team is full of melee characters, she's just free. She's really good against Hulk. She's really good against Panther. She's really good against Spider-Man. Okay, maybe not Spider-Man. She's good against Venom. She's good against Wolverine. And you can get a lot of cheesy picks. It really depends on the map. Also, her ult is really, really bad. If you're attacking, she's in good. If you're playing King of the Hill, she's in really good. On defense, she's really good. And I think you can get a lot of value. Plus, she can just heal off her own webs, so she's kind of her own entity. She doesn't rely too much on her team. So I think she's okay. Psylocke. Don't you think this character is S tier, guys? She's the best diver. She can insta-kill supports. Not supports. I mean, yeah, she can. She can chip tanks and kill them. Her ult is insane, and you need a support ult to counter it. She's insane flanker. She can go insane. She always gets banned. I think she's S tier. There's so many S tier characters in this game. She's the best flanker by far. Not to mention that she's not melee, so she can just shoot people. She does insane damage. Her ult makes her immortal. Kills people without really requiring that much skill. They need to use a support ult or they die. Loki is really good against her, but if they don't have a Loki, they die. You can just so ult the tank and kill them. They die. I mean, her ult radius is massive, and then it's more than massive. It's more than massive. Because I get hit even outside the range. And she does so much damage. If I get close to her, she just kills me. And I'm playing tank. It's insane. I think she's really good. Punisher, very strong. Really good. Really easy. Really simple. Crazy team up with Racoon. I would put him on S tier, but I won't put him on S tier because I think he's easy to dive. Dies instantly to Hawkeye and Hela and Psylocke. He's an absolute... He gets melted against these tanks. Not tanks, DPS. His ult is insane. I just want to point that out. Punisher ult is the scariest thing in the game. If he ults, you're fucked. You can't cancel it. It shreds. You damage boost him, heal him. He's a force of nature. He can break Magneto's ultimate and like that. He's gone. Has a lot of health. Like, I just think that if you play this character, if you don't know what character to go, you go Punisher. His shotgun is insane. He's insane against Groot because you break his walls instantly. His turret is insane on defense. You put it on an off angle, nobody can kill it. I actually really good character. I think if they nerf Hawkeye and Hela, instant S tier character. But I think Hawkeye and Hela just insta kill him across the map. All of these DPS are such big counters to this guy that this guy stays a tier below. Because there's no reason to pick this guy over these guys. You feel me? You smell me? Rocket Racoon. I think Rocket Racoon is decent. I don't like him much, but he works really well with Punisher. He works really well with Winter Soldier. But if you don't have these characters, I don't think he's that good. He's way better on defense. On defense, he's like really good sometimes. But if you play Rocket Racoon and you don't have like a defensive ult, you just lose the game most of the time. So you must play a composition that's really aggressive and does a lot of damage. And you can burst through Luna ult if you combo like Punisher and Racoon. If they have a Luna ult and you don't have a Luna ult and they press Luna ult, that's 12 seconds of you just dying and them not dying. And if you have a Luna and a Racoon and they have Luna and Mantis, if they Luna ult and then you Luna ult and then they Mantis ult, you lose the fight. The main reason why Racoon sucks dick is because Luna and Mantis are so good at keeping everyone alive. Plus his healing isn't that great, but he can get value. I think it's the worst thing ever, especially if Luna or Mantis are banned. And on defense, with the rest beacon, is actually insane value because if your tank dies, they just get rest. Scarlet Witch, guys. Where do you think I'm gonna put Scarlet? Noob Stomper. He's just a fucking Stomper. It's so easy to get kills and like fucking gold, but you never see this character ever. Her ult takes anywhere between 5 to 7 business days to explode. And then he blows up. It's like, holy fucking shit, bro. The game ended. It is insane. It's so long. You can stun her out of ult. You can bubble her ult. You can wall her ult. You can run away from her ult. You can do so many things. Her damage output is ass if you just heal. If you have any DPS that can shoot her, she dies. Hulk, if Hulk jumps her, she dies. It's insane how bad this character is. But she's a pop stomper. Spider-Man. Bro, I think Spider-Man is like, I am gonna say it, not glazing necros. I think he's like the hardest character in the game. I think he's really good if you can play him. Because especially watching SK play and she's never played the character, you can have so much agency over the game. It's just so hard to get value on him. And he's so easily counterable. And like, it's a hard thing to say. But like, if you're really good at this character, I think he's very strong. But I think there's like 2 people or 5 people that can't play this character. You feel me? Like, I feel like even if you can play this character, but there's too many decents here. I'll put them decent. Next up, Squirrel Girl. I think she's mediocre. Her ult is bad. Ult is really bad. Her stun is good. A lot of poke damage. You can sit across the map and spam. Can be annoying. I haven't seen Squirrel Girls carry. I would like to do a Squirrel only. I don't like the idea of doing unranked gems because people like say I'm pub stomping and I'm like just rolling kids. But like, I just like playing new characters that suck at the game. And people like misconstruct my idea of, oh, I want to learn a new character from the ground up and be silly with them, with me wanting to stomp noobs, because I want to stomp noobs. And I can't really play on my main with Squirrel Girl because it's just not gonna work. But it's a hard thing to do. So I do find her funny though. Maybe it's season 1 she gets a buff. I like her a lot because she's really silly. I don't think she's that good, but you can get some value. I think Squirrel Girl is definitely better than Jeff or Scarlet. Purely off, like, even if you remove everything from her kit, her mouse 1, the fact that you can just shoot it across the map and get random kills, especially below diamond, is so good. Other than that, I don't think you should play her, but you can. Also, she's really good into flankers, mind you. Star-Lord. Star-Lord is insane. He's so good, bro. He's so good. He's so good. I would put him S tier, but he's so good. He's insane, bro. His flip can dodge everything. It's like Iron Fist parry. I've had my ult get countered by it. You can counter everything if you correctly time it. His ult is an instant team wipe. Instant team wipe. There is nothing you can do. It is so scary. Star-Lord doesn't do much against tanks. So I can run around and kill their backline, and then I'll turn around and Star-Lord has already killed everyone on my team. I think he's insanely OP in lower ranks. I think he's insanely OP in higher ranks. He gets shut down by Hawkeye and Hela. Maybe Hawkeye and Hela are the necessary evil, because without these characters, would have Iron Man, Punishers, Star-Lords every single game, and I don't know what's more annoying. Legendary! Storm. I've seen super tier lists. Where's Boar gonna put her? Now, mind you, I've never seen a Storm in my games, but she has good team-ups. A Thor team-up. Thor team-up is actually really good. Her ult can be really good because she's low-key mortal. Her ult reminds me of Psylocke ult, but worse. And she does damage, damage boost people, which could be good. But she's so slow in the air. And I kind of want to put her in Noob Stomper, but I don't think she is a Noob Stomper. And I've never seen a Storm in my games. I've never seen a Storm in my games. Ever. Like, I cannot stress this enough. There is not a single Storm player. But is she really that bad? Is it all in people's heads? Is she really that bad? Okay, I'll put her in bad. Really bad. Team up is decent, but really bad. Now, we have Thor. I might have made some mistakes about Thor. I've had some lapse of judgment last tier list. At the time, mind you, I did think he's pretty good. I don't think he's bad either. I think he's good. But I think he's worse than Groot. And his ult is ass. So I'm gonna put him on decent. Good team-ups. He's kind of like Doofus. Does his own thing. Never dies. But his ult is so bad. I think his ult should one-shot when he lands. Because if they get a little bit healed, they don't die. Also, do you know that Jeff Bubble cancels Thor ult? Hilarious. His ult is like his biggest weakness. So if they buff his ult, I think he can be really good. He's really annoying though. If they have a good Thor player with a good team-ups with Hela, it's insane. Venom! So bad. Venom is so bad. I'm gonna put him on mediocre. He can get value with Spider-Man, and I think he's really easy to play, but he's so bad. He's so bad. He's so bad. I hate this character. I used to play only Venom in the beta, and Strange, and we used to stomp. He barely gets enough shields. Venom used to be so strong because he never died, and we didn't have any really dive alternatives. Hulk was there, but nobody played him back then. Right now, let me compare Hulk and Venom. Hulk has a bubble that blocks anything. He can give it to everyone around him. He gets ult charge from it. Hulk has a stun in the air when he grabs somebody. Hulk has no cooldown on his leap. Hulk can exile people, which is better than a stun because they can C9 and you can kill people. He has 2 lives. He has a 3rd life if he has ult. His ult can 2-shot squishies. His ult can boop people. His ult can grab people, which is kind of annoying. His exile, which the stun is on like a 2 or 3 second cooldown during his ult. He has multiple health bars. Am I missing something? He has a long range attack, right? And as I said, he has multiple lives. Venom has an 8-second leap, like cooldown. So it takes him 8 seconds before he can leap around the map again. So if you go in with it, you're stuck for 8 seconds. He has a slam, which is decent. And a right click that deals damage after like 4 seconds. It is actually insane. You have to sit there and kiss the supports for like 3 seconds until you do damage with your right click. It's so bad. So you slam, you hook them, and you just sit there so you can maybe do like 50 damage. He has an E, which is his shields, where he gets shields depending on how much HP he has. Hulk gets a bubble that can block infinite amount of damage. Venom gets extra HP. The bubble can block stunts. The bubble can block everything. Gives him ult charge, and you can bubble your teammates. Venom gets his shields. He can still get stunned. He can get stun locked. He can die to Peni mines. He gets only 900, which is a lot, but not that much. And if you play against a good support, they can time their stun just before you use it and die, or they can time their stun just before you try to fly away. So if you grapple and they stun you, your grapple goes on an 8-second cooldown. But against noobs, nobody's gonna deal with you, of course. You're gonna be the most annoying character in the game. Bucky. I think Bucky's really good. He has a hook that you just get a free kill every time. You can hook multiple people, which is insane. His left click is insane. His ult is insane. Again? The only reason why we don't put him S tier is because Psylocke, Hawkeye, and Hela are betting. Hawkeye insta-kills Bucky from across the map because he's so big. Hela insta-kills him across the map. Psylocke just walks up to him and kills him. Like, if these characters are not as strong as they are, Bucky's S tier. Wolverine. Okay, guys. Wolverine is like, it's like the character, bro. This is like the character of all time, bro. It's like, you don't get it, bro. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it, bro. I've lost so many games to this character. You just have a Wolverine one trick on the enemy team, and he just walks up to you and just yoinks you every fight on tank. There's nothing you can do. Like, there's nothing you can do. You can play correctly and try to dodge it. You could try. It kind of works. You need a Magneto on the enemy team to bubble the tank or you. More tanks you play, the higher chance of you losing. The reason why this character works so well, like, I'm not joking when I say this. I think you have a higher chance of winning the game by playing Wolverine and running it down mid onto the enemy tank than by playing Hawkeye. It's just... I just wait for a Wolverine one trick on my team. I go Magneto and I bubble him every fight. The reason why this works is because, like, he deals damage based on max HP whenever he's enraged. We all thought it's a really bad character, but we all thought it's a bad character because we kept going in squishies. You go on the tanks. You only go on the tanks. You don't do anything but go on the tanks. Even Necros plays this character and we just never lose when he does it. It's so hard to lose the game if Wolverine actually is running around doing his job. And like, if you charge up your rage and you press Q, you just win the game. I think that's my tier list, guys. What do you think? Do you think I get shot 27 times for this tier list? I think this one is a lot better than the last one.